behind Fantasia, we have our head girl, Alia Snake. Behind Alia, we have Tashoni Sinclair. Behind Tashoni, we have Trayvon West. Behind Trayvon, we have Sondre Williams. After Sondre, Fabiano Hyatt. Then behind Fabiano, we have our head boy, Kajim Luke. And then we have Davian Barker. Behind Davian, we have Chelsea Graham. Behind Chelsea, we have Tisania Abel. Followed by Omari Murphy. Followed by Tara J. Wilson. Then we have Tassia Lazarus. Then we have Zara Francis. Followed by Michaela Gale. Then we have Kanika Lee Facey. Followed by our deputy head girl, Gabrielle Mora. Then we have Avery Maxwell. Followed by Orvilia Day. And then we have our deputy head boy, Manasseh Vousden. Then we have Ajani Dixon. And last but not least, Ronia Foster.
A pleasant good evening, everyone. Let's put our hands together as we witness the graduates' procession. As we continue our program, we are going to stand to do the national anthem. Thank you. At this time, I call on Miss Burke, who will now come to start the opening hymn, which is Great is Thy Faithfulness. If you can stand to sing, I would appreciate it. Miss Burke, great is Thy faithfulness.
Chorus once more. Great is thy faithfulness. Thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All that I need, thy hands have provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto thee.
Indeed, God is great. You may be seated. Thank you. At this time, I'm going to invite Avery, and she'll come to do our scripture reading. Indeed, God is great. We at LOPS can say, God is great. He's faithful.
Good evening. The scripture reading is taken from Jeremiah 29, verses 11 to 13. And it reads, For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall ye call upon me, and he shall go and pray unto me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you, and he shall seek me and find me when he shall search for me with all his heart. And we honor it by saying, here ends up the reading of God's holy word. Thanks be to God.
Thank you, Avery. At this time, I'm going to invite Joshua Mosley, and he will come to do our opening prayer, one of our peer mentors at this school.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please bow your head while I pray. Lord, as we come to you today, Lord, we have reached so far, Lord. We have I have to give thanks, oh Lord. Lord, please protect each and every one of us in this church, oh Lord. Please protect the guardians, oh Lord. Lord, help us, oh Lord, that when we reach to the next stage, oh Lord, please help us to get good passes, oh Lord, and to get our subjects, oh Lord. Lord, please help us to get what we want to achieve, oh Lord. In the name of Jesus I pray, amen.
And we can all say amen. Praise the Lord. Okay, as I take my leave, I'm going to invite Rowena Foster to come and do the introduction of the chairperson.
Mr. Chairman, Principal, Vice Principal, teachers, graduates, parents, caregivers, well-wishers, specially invited guests, good evening. On this grand occasion, it brings me great pleasure to introduce our chairperson. She is a past student of the St. Jago High School who went on to become a graduate of both the St. Joseph's Teachers College and Monique College. She is a holder of a bachelor's degree in education and an early childhood specialist. She is a passionate, loving, vibrant, and nurturing individual who goes above and beyond the call of duty. Please join me in welcoming our chairperson, who is none other than the Vice Principal of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School with over 25 years teaching experience, Mrs. Aichel Clark Lee.
And I would say, as usual, where do I start? Let me say good evening to our principal, Mr. Michael Solomon, to our chairman of the board, Bishop Frank Otto, to our guest speaker, Mrs. Malika Sinclair Bailey, teachers of staff, parents, well-wishers, graduates, good evening. The honor is mine to be standing here as your chairperson. But before I even get into the program, I have to share something with you. So I left home, yes, sweating because it's very hot. I got here, I got out of the car, taking my own sweet time in my heels to get in, yes, walking daintily, only to realize that my shoes left me on the way. Yes. Can you imagine that? A grand occasion like this and your shoes leave you? Mm-hmm. So what is that telling you? Ah, boy, I'm not so sure what that is telling me. But nevertheless, here we are this afternoon in graduation 2023. And I should be hearing some noise being made when I say that, Yes. Graduation 2023. And we always say, welcome to the most exciting school around town, but we're going to say, welcome to the most exciting graduation around town. All right. You saw the parade of teachers walking in. I don't know if you took special notice of the person who was heading the flock, dressed in a gown. Did we all notice that? Yes, we all noticed that. And we just want to put your hands together for the HPF LOPS staff. Put your hands together for them. All right. So let's get down to the meat of the matter. Now, if you know what it takes to be standing here, then you will know that you need to cheer on my students. And I say mine because they're all mine, as they come to deliver what it is that they have to deliver. And so I'm going to take myself out of the way at this moment, and I'm going to be inviting Tisania Abel and Fantasia Hunter to come at this moment to do our welcome.
Good evening, Chairman, Mr. Frank Otto, Principal, Mr. Mikhail Solomon, distinguished guest speaker, Ms. Malaika Bailey Sinclair, and our dedicated teacher, Ms. Aicho Clarkley. On behalf of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School, we welcome you to this special event.
Today marks a significant milestone as we gather here to celebrate the end of an academic year and embark on a journey of growth, learning, and success. We are privileged to have such a wonderful community of parents, educators, and supporters who are deeply committed to the education and development of our students. Go.
First and foremost, we are honored to have Chairman Mr. Frank Otto with us today. Your unwavering dedication to education and your generous support have been instrumental in shaping this institution. Your commitment to providing quality education to our students is truly commendable, and we are grateful for your presence here today.
I would like to extend our warm welcome to our principal, Mr. Mikhail Solomon. With his leadership, vision, and passion for education, we are confident that Lorna Otto Preparatory School will continue to flourish as a place of excellence. Under his guidance, we strive to create an environment that fosters curiosity, vertical thinking, and a love for learning.
Lastly, I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to Ms. Aicho Clarkley, our dedicated teacher. Your tireless efforts, attention to details, and impeccable planning have made this gathering possible. Your passion for creating memorable experience for our school community is truly inspiring.
To all parents present here, you play a vital role in the education and growth of your children. Your unwavering support, involvement, and encouragement have a profound impact on their success. We are grateful for your trust in our school and the partnership we share. Together, we can create a nurturing environment where our students can thrive academically, socially, and emotionally.
As we embark on this new academic year, let us remember that education is a collaborative effort and requires the dedication and teamwork of teachers, parents, and the broader community. Together, we can provide our children with the tools they need to become confident, compassionate, and responsible individuals who can contribute positively to this society.
In conclusion, let us celebrate the spirit of learning, growth, and unity that defines Lorna Otto Preparatory School. May the year ahead be filled with exciting opportunities, inspiring achievements, and lifelong friendships. Thank you all for being a part of this remarkable community. Your presence today signifies your commitment to the future of our students, and we are grateful for your support. Thank you.
So every morning and in the afternoon, our children, they do their declaration, whether we're having general devotion or having devotion in the classroom. It's a part of our day. And at this time, the declaration is going to be led by Zara Francis.
Graduates and children that attend the Lorna Otto Preparatory School, please stand for your decoration. After 2, 1, 2. I am an eagle. I am smart. I am strong. I am courageous. I am wonderfully made. I am a child of God, and the spirit of excellence is upon me. What if they tell you that you didn't deserve to graduate from the Lorna Otto Preparatory School?
Tear down that lie.
I can't hear you.
Tear down that lie.
Thank you. You may be seated.
All right, tear down that lie. Yes, and we have many lies that we need to tear down. Not true. That is so true. Thank you, Zara Francis, for doing the declaration. I remember there was this particular child, she migrated. When it was time for the declaration, and she was a bit stocky. And man, she had an attitude when she was doing the declaration. So I'm going to say, and the spirit of excellence should roll up the fist. And a man, you'd see that excellence displayed all over her when we say the spirit of excellence is upon me. Wonderful. All right, so we're going to be having the journey, the passing of the torch. And I'm going to be asking the children who are involved in the passing of the torch to come on up to stand over here. And then at this moment, I'm going to be calling our head girl, Alia Snape, and our head boy, Kajim Luke, to come and do the journey. I'm coming. Say something.
Hello? Hello?
Can we get this one working, please? Say something.
Hello?
I think it is. It isn't. I'm not hearing much. Not hearing much from it. Hello?
Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike.
A pleasant afternoon to our principal, Mr. Mikhail Solomon, Vice Principal, Miss Lee, Chairman, Bishop Frank Ocker, and guest speaker, Miss Malika Sinclair,
Academic
and non-academic staff, parents, invited guests, and my fellow graduates.
My name is Alice Snape.
And I am Kajim Luke.
And
we are honored to stand here today in the capacity of the outgoing head girl and head boy
of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School.
We are blessed to have been by the finest, most caring, hardworking, dedicated, and committed teachers who have ever graced a classroom.
Our presence here today is a testimony of this.
6 years ago, we were around 6 to 7 years old. And I remember my first day. I was excited with my new Spider-Man lunchbag.
Our parents were there with their cameras, snapping pictures and wishing us well. And I have to say, in some ways, not much has not changed in 6 years. Here we are today. Okay, so I didn't bring my Spider-Man lunch bag, but our parents are here with their cameras, still snapping pictures and wishing us well.
But this is how things are different from 6 years ago. We were excited, but we had no idea about the implications of the journey we were about to begin. We had no idea that after first grade there would be second grade and third grade and so on. We were just excited to be in first grade with our wonderful teachers, Miss Mattison and Mrs. Bird, who had the love and patience to deal with us one whole year.
Even though most of us did not want to move on to grade 2 because of the love and bond we share with our grade 1 teachers. To our surprise, our grade 2 teachers were equally amazing, and thank God for placing Miss Stevenson, Miss Thomas as our teachers. We knew it was not easy to handle us, but you never gave up. You pushed us to become the best version of ourselves.
Each year our journey kept continuing, adding to our life lessons. Here comes grade 3. I can honestly say it was a bittersweet year. Our teachers, Miss Forbes and Mrs. Graham, were like angels sent from above. They went to depths to ensure we learned, and indeed we did. To all the songs and poems we learned from Miss Forbes, and all the morals of life lessons we learned from Mrs. Graham for are grateful for. However, at the end of grade 3 came the separation, but don't worry, we came back stronger and better than before.
Some of us here today, including our parents, are wondering how our lives are going to turn out. It is okay to wonder, but I always think it is important to realize that our future is not just something that happens to us. It is upon us to create. So, fellow graduates, I urge you today to embrace the opportunity before you. Take what you have learned over the last 6 years and put it to good use.
We started grade 4 in September 2019 in the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Mrs. Barley Williams was our grade 4 teacher. Since we were in the height of the pandemic, online classes were in full swing. Miss Barley was a vibrant, kind, and passionate teacher who saw that we had leadership qualities and helped us to embrace and gain further confidence in our abilities.
Then we were off to grade 5, when we started out the year with Miss Beckford, but later welcomed Miss Johnson as our teacher. Miss Johnson, though stern, was a kind, caring, and at times goofy because she sometimes joked around with us.
Grade 6. Now you must first understand that grade 6 was a big deal for us. Because of Mrs. Lee, we were eager to get into her class. We were not disappointed at all. Mrs. Lee is a nurturing, kind, encouraging, motivating, and goal-oriented teacher. She is and continues to be an inspiration to us.
It has indeed been an honor being a part of such a noble institution. Being a part of such amazing school family has been a blessing. We have been taught life lessons that we will be taking with us as we embark on another chapter of our journey. Principal Solomon, we salute you wholeheartedly.
As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. To every past, present, and future members of our village that took on the assignment to help to guide us on our journey, whatever capacity you fall in, you are valued, you are loved.
Some of us here today, including our parents, are wondering how our lives are going to turn out. It is okay to wonder, but I always think it's important to realize that our future is not just something that happened to us. It is up to us to create it. So, fellow graduates, I urge you today to embrace the opportunity before you, take what you have learned the last 6 years and put it to good use.
Leave behind what isn't helpful like
my Spider-Man lunch bag
and bring forward your
the lesson that we will be working parts of your
Greatest invention ever, your life. We are the Eagles, class of 2023. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch have been passed to grade 1 of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School. A new batch of eagles has been born. You must carry the flame in your heart for the next 6 years.
You will never give up. You must not never retreat. God is with you, and you were born to soar. Let everyone know, whether they wish us well or ill, that the eagles of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School remain smart, courageous, strong, wonderfully made children of God.
The spirit of excellence is upon us.
We accept the challenge to soar. Go in peace with God by our side. We got this because the spirit of excellence is upon us.
So that is the journey with our head boy and head girl. And then we had the passing of the torch. And during the passing of the torch, I got burnt. And then I don't know, Mr. Solomon left me with this, the lighter. All right? So I guess I'm saying to my grade 6 students to go light your world. Yes. Or I'm not going to give you this, though, I'm just saying, go light your world. Put your hands together once more for our head boy and our head girl, Alia and Kajim. So we sat and we looked. And we realized that our parents, they have been working assiduously, our staff even more. And so we have decided that we want to say thanks. We want to say to our parents, we want to say to our guardians, we want to say to our well-wishers, we want to say to our teachers, principal, you're doing a good job. And at this moment, Celine Baker is coming to do an item for us.
that you matter. The mothers, the fathers, the teachers, the leaders, and the friends that show up in the end. From the bottom to the top, the listeners, the hearers, this is for you. You make me feel it. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, matter, matter.
I want you all to take a good look at Celine Baker, because Celine went to the music festival, let me use the terminology, and she came up with a national awards. Put your hands together for Celine Baker. She has indeed done a good job. Put your hands together once more for her. You may go, my baby. So it says that you're the engine that make things go. And so we're saying you are doing a good job. Continue to do a good job. I'm not the guest speaker, but I'm saying to you, don't let it stop here. To say that they're moving on now to high school, and so you think that you can stop doing what you have been doing. Continue doing what you have been doing. You have been doing a wonderful job. Put your hands together for yourselves once more. Wonderful. So at this moment, we're going to be hearing from our chairman. The chairman is here with us, Bishop Frank Otto. And at this time, our deputy head boy, Manasseh Vousden, is coming. You hear that? You hear that? Manasseh Vousden party large. Woo! Come on, my deputy head boy, as he comes to make our chairman welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, teachers, and graduates, today it is my distinct honor to introduce a remarkable individual whose unwavering dedication, leadership, and unwavering commitment have left an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of all who had the privilege of knowing him. Mr. Otto's story is one of that is intertwined with the very essence of the prestige institution. As the chairman of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School Board, he has tirelessly steered this educational establishment toward excellence, embodying the spirit of innovation, compassion, and education advancement. His visionary leadership has propelled the school to new heights, fostering an environment where every student's potential is nurtured and celebrated. As a visionary leader, Mr. Otto has been instrumental in shaping the Lorna Otto Preparatory School into an exemplary institution that instills knowledge, character, and compassion in its students. Under his guidance, the school has flourished, fostering an environment that nurtures academic excellence, personal growth, and the development of strong moral values. Mr. Otto's contribution extends far beyond his role as chairman. He owes a profound spiritual responsibility as the bishop of the Linstead Pentecostal Tabernacle Church, where he has been a guiding light for his congregation, inspiring them to walk the path of righteousness, love, and unwavering faith. Through his spiritual leadership, he has touched the lives of many, bringing solace, hope, and unity to those in need. Furthermore, we must acknowledge the deeply personal connection that Mr. Otto owes with his esteemed institution. The Lorna Otto Preparatory School stands as a testament to the love and admiration he held for his late wife, Lorna Norris Otto, whose memory continues to inspire him and all who are fortunate to walk these halls. Her unwavering commitment to education and her passionate belief in the transformative power of knowledge echo throughout the school's very foundation. Beyond his contribution to education, Mr. Otto's influence extends to the spiritual realm as the bishop of the Linstead Pentecostal Tabernacle. His commitment to serving his community through faith and compassion has touched the lives of countless individuals, offering guidance, solace, and inspiration. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Frank Anthony Otto, the esteemed chairman of the Lorna Preparatory School Board and the bishop of the Linstead Pentecostal Tabernacle Church.
Thank you so much, student Vaudin. Allow me to greet the chairperson here this afternoon, the principal, young, vibrant young man. Our guest speaker was always warmed our hearts as he come from time to time, Mrs. Bailey. To the members of the school board, and we are blessed to have a few with us this afternoon, and we're very happy to have them here with us. Members of the teaching staff, parents, guardians, well-wishers, those who have been invited to be with us. Last, certainly, but not least, to the graduating class of 2023. Of course, we have several of our students that are not graduating with us this afternoon. I'd like to greet you well in the exalted name of Jesus. And somebody say, amen. Amen. I was introduced as not just the chairman, but I'm pastor of this church. So I sow seed in the spiritual realm in as much as I do it secularly. Allow me just to pause to do something. I really feel it would have been remiss of me not to make mention of a wonderful woman who co-founded the Lorna Otto Preparatory School. Indeed, was the patron of our school, Lorna Norris Otto, died on the 28th day of April 2023, and this is the first graduation we're having without her being here physically or in spirit. I'm going to ask you to stand with me and let's observe just a moment of silence in recognition of our contribution to the school. Everybody, thank you. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Secondly, I'd like to reflect on what happened in my own life over the past few months since our last graduation right here. Had it not been for the goodness of God, I wouldn't be here with you this afternoon. I certainly underwent a major brain surgery, removing a very large tumor from my head. And had it not been that you were praying for me, and you were praying for me, and the children were praying for me, and the staff was praying for me, I would not be here this afternoon. So I want to give God thanks for all of you who prayed. Challenging, difficult, tedious, but with your prayers, God helped me. And this is why I'm so very elated to be back in another graduating ceremony like this evening. Let's give God some praise. Hallelujah. Very, very happy. And not just happy, but I feel extremely blessed to be spared and to be favored of God with the gift of life so that I can be with you. The Lorna Otto Preparatory School is an outstanding institution in Jamaica and in St. Catherine in particular. And I'm very, very proud to be associated with it and to continue to share with our board members the vision for the further development and growth of the school. This is no ordinary school. We have exemplified ourselves in so many ways. Our infrastructure is one of the best, if not the best, in St. Catherine. The discipline of our students and our staff is extremely noticeable. We thank God for the even security that we have on the property. Seems to be a cut above the rest. The extra curriculum that has been offered to our student is remarkable. I just want to thank God that He has enabled us to maintain a Christian base in our school. And so I want to thank our very young and energetic and visionary principal. Put your hand together for him. Young man with vision. And I think LOPS is going somewhere. To our vice president, vice principal, Mrs. Lee, all the members of the staff and the ancillary workers, I really want to thank God for your input and your support to the school. Our board members have been excellent, giving support throughout this entire year. I think Mrs. Green is with us here this evening. Is there any other board member here? Mrs. Green, would you stand and take a bow? Come on. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Miss Grace has been one of our administrative supportive persons. She does so much administrative work for the school. Give God praise for her. Would you stand and take a bow, Miss Gray? Thank you very much. Really want to thank every one of you. Parents, if there were no parents, there would not be any children. And then you could be a parent and still not choosing LOPS to be your school of choice. I really want to thank you for choosing this institution to see your children nurtured and groomed to be better men and better women of tomorrow. In closing, a few months ago I met a dad who had actually sent his 2 boys to our school. I did not recognize him. He recognized me, as it happens usually. He said, Mr. Otto, my 2 boys went to your school. I'm so proud of my boys now. They attend one of the premier secondary schools in Jamaica right now. And my first boy is the head boy of the school. My second boy is a prefect in the school, and he was beaming. He concluded that the foundation that was given here becomes the reason why they are so disciplined and indeed very sharp. Brothers and sisters, it is said in the business world that we cannot have the best price for goods and at the same time have the best goods and at the same time has the best service. Price of the goods itself, and the service all work together. It is believed that we can have 2 but never have 3. Anybody who tells you that their goods is the best on the market and it's the cheapest on the market, they're lying. You've got to have 2 of 3. I feel proud to say that the Lorna Otto Preparatory School is edging on having all 3. I did not say that we have it. I said we are edging on it. I think we have the best infrastructure anywhere in preparatory school in St. Catherine. Best. The facility is great. I think we have some of the best teachers, and this is why the result is so good. And I also think that we have the cheapest school fee. I told you we can't have all three. Enjoy the afternoon. I thank you.
So the best building around town, the best staff around town. 2 out of 3 is good, you know? Of course. 2 out of 3 is very good. And so very, very soon we'll get all 3 and we'll have 100%. Put your hands together once more for our chairman, Bishop Frank Otto. And as he made mention, I don't know how I overlooked them earlier on, Miss Patricia Green, who is a part of the school board, and Miss Gray, who is an advisor for the school board. Put your hands together once more. Wonderful. And we're still saying you're doing a good job. And as I sat and I listened to Bishop Frank Otto and he was going through, I was saying to myself, look what the Lord has done. I don't know about you, but look what the Lord has done. You think it is easy for someone to go through major brain surgery and to be standing here and in the correct frame of mind and to be doing all, put your hands together once more. Look what the Lord has done. The song says, He heals my body. And I'm sure that Bishop Frank Otto is singing that song in the truest meaning of the song. Look what the Lord has done. At this time, our dance troupe is coming to do an item. And as they prepare themselves to come, the dance troupe, are you guys ready? Let me just tell you a little thing about the dance troupe. Earlier on in the year, our dance troupe, they went to represent us at JCDC, and we got 2 silver medals for her dance troupe. Put your hands together for our dance troupe. At the time, they were under the leadership of Mrs. Bartley Williams. And so here we have our dance troupe with us today as they come. It's just a part, I must say, of the dance troupe as they come fashionably attired to do what they do best. Put your hands once more.
I beg your pardon, everyone, just before they come to us. It's really remiss of me not making mention and congratulating the graduating class. So allow me just to say thanks to every one of you and commendation and congratulations to all of you. Put your hands together for it.
Put your hands together for the dance troupe under the leadership of Miss Kamika Burke. Put your hands together once more for the dance troupe. Wow, you saw that lifting in the air? Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Put your hands together once more for her dance troupe. Beautiful, beautiful. I know I can't dance, you know. I wouldn't even dare try. I would say to my friends, all I can do is to formulate the moves in my head, but the body isn't working with the brain at all. When it comes for dancing, I just can't get the moves right. No matter how simple it is, I can't. So even when I go to church, I just go one side. Yes, that's all I can do, nothing else. But guess what happens? The Lord didn't bless me with the dancing, but he blessed me with the singing. So I sing for the Lord just the same. All right. All right. So at this moment, we believe in inclusion. We don't believe in leaving anybody out. And so at this moment, a parent of ours is coming to bring greetings. So Miss Samantha Taylor, put your hands together for Miss Samantha Taylor as she comes. We love to have our parents involved in all that we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty members, and chairman, most importantly, exceptional graduating class of 2023, a pleasant afternoon to you all. Today is a day of celebration and reflection as we gather here to recognize the incredible journey of our young scholars. You know, as parents, it fills our hearts with pride and joy to witness the growth and development and achievements of our children throughout these formative years. You know, when Mrs. Lee called me and asked me to do this speech, I hesitated at first because, you know, after going through the anxiety of waiting for paper results, and if you're a parent like me, I went through the entire week not sleeping, not eating anything. And I said to my daughter, you know, I'm going to call Miss Lee and said, Miss, I can't do this speech, you know, because to go through another anxiety, I was standing in front of so many people and deliver this speech. But she said to me, Mom, remember, you're an eager parent and you can do it. So here I am today, ladies and gentlemen, motivated by my little star. You know, I began my journey at this esteemed institution to the sister school Little People. My daughter started here in K2. The teacher then mentioned that, you know, she wasn't writing for her age, she was well behind her peers. I went home and I cried and I bawled saying like, why am I paying so much for school fee and they're not working with my child? So I transferred her at the Little People in training, explaining to the teacher then that, you know, the teacher is saying that she's well behind and she's not writing for her age. Within a month, Mrs. Johnson, our K2 teacher then, said, Miss, you have a little genius. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my daughter, that was declared slow and well behind her peers, is now on her way to Women's High School for Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it's not where you start, but the effort you put in along the way that leads to greatness and determine where you finish. It doesn't matter who writes you off as slow and behind, but who see the genius within you and work with you, and you have to see that within yourself. When Kinika Lee graduated from preschool, you know, I was considered enrolling her in the primary school system, and the then principal said to me, Miss, we're going with my child. She should stay right here. So I registered her at the Lorna Otto Preparatory, and I can confidently say that I haven't regretted it one bit. You know, everything that happened before COVID seemed like a blur. I don't know if it's the impact on my brain or what, but I can remember all our teachers. We had grade 1, Mrs. Bird, the talented, nurturing teacher, not only imparted knowledge, but instilled a love and learning in our children. Moving on to grade 2, we encountered Mrs. Thomas, a strict teacher who I didn't tell my daughter, you must do your homework. Grade 3 then introduced us to Mrs. Graham, who worked tirelessly with a perfect balance and strictness and a genuine bond with the parents. Then grade 4, Mrs. Bartley. Wow. Mrs. Bartley effortlessly adapted to the challenges of online learning during the pandemic and made it enjoyable and a seamless experience. Who would have thought online learning could be so fun? Mrs. Bartley, you truly made a difference in the lives of our children, and we really appreciate that. Boy, grade 5 was no walk in the park. And if you all remember grade 5, if you remember grade 5 and performance tasks that gave our children a headache because we were just introduced to it in grade 5. But The journey to PEP was just that, a journey. Although we crossed one finish line, the work has just begun. Every day I tell my daughter, don't think because you're going to Woolworths, you reach. Just say, I know, Mrs. Lee tell us every day. Mrs. Lee, when my daughter entered your class, she had a mental block when it came to math. She hated math. And I was worried because, this was a final lap. I was wondering, what's going to happen with the exam. But then I saw her coming out with 90s in math, 100s. I was incredibly proud. And I asked her, what's happening? She said, Mom, the way Mrs. Lee explains it, so easy and understandable. I attribute the success to all the Saturday class, extra lessons, and sleepover at camp. Mrs. Lee, you are a giant, a stalwart. You are one great woman. And I'm here today because of the motivation you provided all the children and the work you put through. And I'm sure that I am not alone when I say, Mrs. Lee, you did well. I appreciate all that you have done for our kids. And thank you. Let's not forget the man himself, the great Mr. Mikhail Solomon. When Lorna Otto changed principal, and there were rumors that the school was no more, I immediately went and registered my daughter at a different school, purchased her uniform and everything. And my uncle said to me, advised me that, saying that sometimes you can't follow the crowd, you have to wait and stand firm where you're planted. Then I received a call to come for the report and a word from the acting principal then. That was Mr. Solomon. When I listened to Mr. Solomon's speech, I was so impressed. I thought, yes, this sounds like a man with a plan. I wondered if his words would match his action. I was still unsure about re-enrolling my daughter, but then I went home and I told my mom about Mr. Solomon being the principal. And my mom said to me, Samantha, Mr. Solomon is a powerful man of God. Anything he works with, he gives 200% because he leads the youth department at church. I can tell you, he will do an excellent job, and the bishop knows what he's doing. And they weren't wrong. No, I'm happy that I stood with the Lorna Otto Preparatory. Mr. Solomon, you're a strong spiritual leader. I say that. I remember we had a family games night at home, and my daughter was answering all the Bible quiz and everything. And I asked her, how you know all of this? She said, Mr. Solomon has Bible class with us and teach us the Bible through devotion. I was incredibly impressed, and I had to call him to express my appreciation. Even when I couldn't take her to church, he played a part in imparting those values upon the kids. No matter what, I could call Mr. Solomon or visit his office to voice my concern. I could call him when I was mad about something. But by the time I was finished speaking with him, I forgot why I was upset because he'd always sweet-talk me with logic. I always tell him, sir, you're in the wrong profession. You should be a politician. Not one of those politicians that makes promises and don't fulfill them, but he's one that his thought matches action. And when he tells you that he's going to do something, best believe he will. My hats off to you, Mr. Solomon, for the great leader and example you are, not just for the kids, but for us as parents. Even during PEP, you make sure to tell us, take away the devices from them. Let them cry. For better for them to cry now than for you to cry later. And sir, I am happy that I listened to you. I'm a happy parent leaving the Lorna Otto Preparatory, heading off to Woolmer's High School for Girls. In conclusion, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to all the teachers, staff, and parents who have contributed to the growth and development of our children. Today, as we celebrate the achievements of our graduating class, let us remember that education is not just about grades and academic success. It's about nurturing curious minds, fostering resilience, and shaping compassionate individuals who will make a positive impact on the world. Congratulations, graduates. May your future be filled with endless possibilities. May you continue to embrace learning, laughter, and love in all that you do. And remember, keep striving for excellence. Thank you.
Put your hands together once more for Miss Samantha Taylor. She always make me cry over there, and I don't look too pretty when I ball, I don't look pretty when I ball, so I have to suck it in, yes, and say, not now, IHL, later on you can shed the tears. Wow, I liked that speech though. Put your hands together once more, man. Coming from a parent. It's nice when you can hear our parents speak so boldly about us. And as she spoke about, going through the years and all of those things, and when she was talking about the math. I seem to have a problem that I can't seem to solve, so I need my parents just to help me before Mr. Solomon comes with his report. So automatically, I have been given the name Mother Hen. Don't you know how? Mother Hen. But then I sat and I looked and I said to myself, how can a hen be among eagles? Look at it. If I'm a hen and there are eagles, and then what am I doing among the eagles? So I think my name needs to be changed and call me what? Mother Eagle. Don't you think so? Yes. So from now on, no more Mother Hen, Mother Eagle. And you know, last night I saw on someone's status, because last night we had our graduation ball, prom, whatever you might want to call it. And somebody posted Mr. Solomon and myself, and I heard somebody say, look pa Mama and Papa. Is old people something like Mama and Papa? Two young people like us, Mama and Papa? Come, Papa, come with your speech, your Papa. Make Mr. Solomon welcome as he comes with his principal's report.
See, this technology thing, you know, just before the presentation, my battery went dead. But to God be the glory. There's electricity in the house of the Lord. Give God another praise. Our vibrant chairperson, Mother Eagle, Eichel Clark Lee. Esteemed school board chairman, Mr. Frank Otto. Most noble guest speaker, Mrs. Malika Sinclair Bailey, and other distinguished guests from the board and advisors. Our fantastic parents and well-wishers, and eagles of the graduating class of 2023. Put your hands together for them one more time. It is indeed a privilege and an honor to stand here humble as a lamb, yet proud as a peacock, to usher our graduates into the future under the theme, Unstoppable. Graduates, let us shout the theme, 1, 2. Don't do me that. Under this theme, Unstoppable. Shout Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Very good. The graduation ceremony marks a significant milestone in the lives of our graduates, as well as a testament to the dedication and commitment demonstrated by the entire school community throughout the year. Ladies and gentlemen, a graduation ceremony is a special occasion that culminates a year of hard work, the actualization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. While there were notable achievements, it wasn't a smooth run. We have encountered some trials and tribulations along the way, yet we soldiered on, coming out as true voyagers. We have experienced exceptional moments, magical moments, and created memories that will be fondly remembered for years ahead. As we reflect on that journey that led us to this memorable day, let me give thanks to God for the promising start. In September 2022, the initial student population was 253 students. Now, that might not mean a lot to you, but Mother Eagle can tell you when we started together, we had only 96 students. So give God a note of praise. Each school year, our numbers steadily grew, which is a testament of the favor of God and the confidence that the community had in this noble institution. Let me hasten to give you a synopsis of the academic year, 2022-2023. Let's start with term 1. So we executed major events such as the Parents Week, which culminated with our Grandparent Olympics. I know you should have been there when our parents participated, winning medals and prizes in the bunny eating contest, bulla eating contest. They ran races, they ran frog jumps, relays. They did tug of wars. The parents had a wonderful time. If you were there, make some noise, parents. Put your hands together for the parents. Amen. We also had our major Sweet Tooth fundraiser, which was the talk of the town. Yes. We sold over 1,200 tickets, so it was definitely the talk of the town. Although we also had our boys participating in football competitions. Now, they didn't win their first time around, but they won us $10,000, so we're very proud of them. Give them a round of applause. In term 2, we hosted our spelling bee champs, or poster champs, or essay competition, and of course, our Lapathon and Eagle Olympics. You see, we don't have sports day, we have Olympics. A big thing, big deal. Yes, man. And of course, Our students participated in JCDC competitions. You heard about Celine Baker, who won gold at both parish and the nationals. Come on, give her a big round of applause one more time. And also, we had 2 students who participated in programming. No, I tell you, it's like Jamaica going to the bobsled. We have some students who entered computer programming for the first time, and they did extremely well. We had 2 students making it to the finals, winning a medal, Ashani and Omili. Yes, give them a big round of applause. Yes, big deal. I can even see Ashani. Ashani, stand. Where's Ashani? I don't know this girl, the computer programming. Give her a big round of applause. Give her a big round of applause. Now, let me tell you the big deal. There were hundreds of persons who entered. Hundreds all over the country, all over the world. Over 80 countries participated. Ashani finished about 11th out of 100 people. Give her a big round of applause. Very good, very good. And Kyla J. O'Mealy did just the same in her category. Now, in term 3, we had a magnificent May where we celebrated Teachers' Day, Children's Day. The teachers were treated to a well-deserved 2-day vacay at the Royal Decameron Hotel in Montego Bay. Oh God, give them a big round of applause. They worked hard and were well-deserving of it. Our Eagles were not left out of the celebration. We had a whole month of activities. We had movement morning, LOL concert where the teachers them danced, they said poems, they sang. And of course, we had a grand fun day where the children were treated. Of course, after that, we had other competitions, reading competitions, math competitions. We had so many competitions, our Eagles were kept on their toes right through the year. Now, we also successfully launched and piloted our Mayon reading platform. Here, students had access to over 7,000 books online. For over 2 months of pilots, our students exhausted hundreds of hours of reading cumulatively. Come on, give the boys and girls a big round of applause. In fact, one of the representatives from Mayon wrote me from Mexico City saying, Mr. Solomon, I was impressed with the students' reading progress over these 2 months. She was so impressed that she saw students, as I said, literally hundreds of hours put into the reading program, and this is a testament that our students are going in the right direction. Put your hands together one more time. Of course, we had our Eagle Awards, which I'll make mention of a little bit further. And of course, our children participated in the Chai Tai Kickboxing Championship, you know, winning several medals. I'm energized and encouraged by the limitless potential of our remaining Eagles. These majestic Eagles are prepared to be thrust out of the nest to take on the skies of the world. Their educational foundation, social skills, ethics, character make me confident that they have the quality to do well at high school. Now, let me move along quickly and talk about our staff. Yes, I'm pleased to report that we are unrelenting in our efforts to equip the students to meet society's changing needs, to explore the professional potential of the teachers and cultivate a culture of excellence in the school. Now, at the Lorna Otto Preparatory School, we started the academic year with a staff complement of 10 academics, 2 administrative, 7 auxiliary staff. And let me just run through them real quick. The complement includes yours truly. When I call a name, please stand. And of course, Mother Eagle. Come on, stand. Give her a big round of applause. Our grade 6 teacher. Now, we have Miss Dale, our grade 5 teacher. Miss Dale, could you stand? And I saw Miss Johnson. She's always supporting us. She has not been here. But Miss Johnson, give her a big round of applause. We love you, Miss Johnson. Right? Yes, we love you, Miss Johnson, we love you dearly. No, it's an inside joke. Don't worry about it. Right? So we love you, Miss Johnson. Thank you for coming here today to celebrate with us. Of course, our grade 5, grade 4 teacher, Miss Dorothy Douglas. Miss Dorothy Douglas, could you stand? And of course, Miss Douglas replaced the ever-energetic and lovely Miss, you all know her name. Call her name for me, please. Miss Mashiba Bartley. Could you stand, Miss Mashiba Bartley, and take a bow? Give her a big round of applause. Miss Bartley left us a few months ago, but she is still within our hearts, a true gem that we love dearly at the Lorna Otto Preparatory School. We also have our grade 3 teachers, Belinda Forbes and Joan Thompson. Stand and take a bow. Miss Forbes is down there because our daughter is graduating, looking like a police puss, right? Very good. We have from grade 2, Miss Lorraine Williams Miss Carmen Flowers and Mr. O'Keefe Ling. Where's Mr. Ling? Mr. Ling, cook, chef, buckle washer. That's right. Our PE teacher, yes, Mr. Henry. Give him a big round of applause. And of course, we have our music teacher, Mr. Deshaun Morris. Give him a big round of applause. Well-renowned music teacher. We have our grade 1 teachers, Miss Miriam Lindo, Tracia Coleman, and Miss Burke. Give them a big round of applause. Yes, yes, yes. And of course, our chess teacher, Mr. Romain Grant. All right, everybody covered. In administrative staff, we have our secretary, Miss Faitling Beckford, and Bursa Doreen Clark. Carr. Miss Clark. We have also our supporting staff that work assiduously. We have Mr. Desmond State, Miss Martin. Oh, we have Chef Jackie, Miss Facey, Miss Morgan, Nurse McCoy, Miss Coward. All our staff members, could you stand? Come on, stand and take a bow. Yes, 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 yes. Right. So them dress fashionably, you know them getting a lot of money. I tell you, a staff that know how to dress the part up here. I'm just messing with them. Let me behave myself. The chairman is watching. I must commend these staff members who work so hard. Mr. Chairman, to be honest, we have some awards for these members. When we did our appraisal, Mr. Chairman, I really found it. I tried to find ways to mark them down, but it was really hard. We had to go through the list, and we tried to find different ways because this staff is the staff of all staff. Put your hands together for the staff of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School. And of course, we also want to compliment also our security team, Milestone Security Company, who also provides our security guards. Give them a big round of applause as well. Academic/examination report. As we reflect on the journey that led us to this moment, let me begin to acknowledge the incredible achievement and growth of our students. Academically, our students consistently demonstrate their commitment to excellence. Now, let me talk about the PEP results first. All right, let me save that for last. Let's talk about our internal report. We had 200 and... All right, I'm told that one of our guards are here. Is it Miss Miller or Miss Brown? Miss Miller, where are you, Miss Miller? Oh, God. Stand up, Miss Miller. Oh, Lord. Give her a big round of applause. Give her a big round of applause. I didn't know you were here, Mrs. Miller. Miss Miller is such a faithful. If you see how she deal with the taxi man, I tell you, young man, you got to move the car from here. You cannot park here. Young lady, you cannot come in on the compound looking like that. Mr. Solomon won't see you looking like that. Give her a big round of applause. She did a good job. Thank you for coming, Mrs. Miller. That's a pleasant surprise. I'm thrilled to announce that out of our 234 students that actually did the exams this last term, we had 49% of our students on the honor roll. Give them a big round of applause. 117 students to be exact. I told our parent that next year we're really going to have to really push that school fee very high, you know, because they're costing us too much, Mr. Chairman, to give them all these trophies. Every year our trophy bill is in the hundreds because we have to buy trophy upon trophy. So give our students a big round of applause. They're doing extremely well. I tell you, although there's still more work to be done, I was speaking to another principal who told me that regrettably 50% of his population are not reading. So when we have 50% on the honor roll, we must give God praise. Come on, give God a round of applause. Furthermore, it's my pleasure to share the results of the primary exit profile examination, which served as a significant milestone in our students' educational journey. Of our 24 students who participated in the PEP exam, listen to me, 15 out of the 24, which is 63%, got their first choice. Give them a big round of applause. 15 out of 24. Give them a big round of applause. An additional 25% got their second choice. Give them a big round of applause. only 3 students, or equivalent of 12% of the cohort, did not get their top choices. But while we understand that they did not get the outcome they anticipated, I am confident that they have improved significantly. Give them a big round of applause. And let me tell you why. When you are get the reports of the PEP exam, there are 4 categories: beginners, developing, proficient, and highly proficient. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that we did not even get 1 beginning student this year. All of our students, come on, put your hands together, man. Only 3 students were ranked in the developing category. Every other student, that is 63 plus 25. Oh, glory to God. That is over 88% of our students are either proficient or highly proficient. Give them a big round of applause. So when you look on them, let me speak properly. So when you look at them, they are not ordinary. They did extremely well. Put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. And so the results are as follows. We have 6 students going to St. Jago, 3 students going to the Queen's High School, 4 students going to St. Catherine High School, 3 students going to Dintil Technical High School. And let me pause for a second, because one of our students who's attending the Dintil High School went to Dintil with the highest average in the entire school. Let me talk about that. Oh God. Let me talk. Because I want you to understand that it's not an ordinary thing. But I won't tell you who yet. Just relax. You're getting too excited. The highest average in the entire Dintil Technical High School is coming from the Lorna Otto Preparatory School. Big deal. Might as well me tell you, with a whopping 97%. Sorry, let me just calm down. Let me calm down. Sorry, let me behave myself. I have to maintain my composure. You see this gown? I got to speak well and act well. While we understand, I'm not finished. So we have 2 students going to Yorton High, 1 student going to Woolmers, 1 student going to Charlemont, 1 student going to St. Andrew's Schools for Girl, 1 for Harrod McGraw, and 1 for the Arden High School. Give them a big round of applause. Let me skip out, because time is going. To the graduating class of 2023, I want to commend you, all of you, for your determination, resilience, and unwavering pursuit of excellence. Your time at the Lorna Otto Preparatory School has prepared you well for the challenges that lie ahead. Remember the values instilled in you during your years at the Lorna Otto Prep, and let them guide you as you step in the world beyond these walls. Embrace opportunities that come your way, and always remember the profound impact you can make on this world. In conclusion, let me take a moment to appreciate every one of you, every single one, 24 of you. I have confidence that our graduates will go on to accomplish great things, leaving indelible mark on society. Once again, congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. May your future be filled with success, happiness, and fulfilling your dreams. May your years ahead be characterized by empathy, compassion, objectivity, and the willingness to take risks. May you always lead by example and work hard and play straight. May your successes be more than your tribulations. And may you continue to soar high like the eagles and keep the flag of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School soaring high. May you always remember that you can do everything with God, and without God, you can do nothing. We wish you everything you richly deserve in your years ahead. It has been an honor and a privilege watching your progress and success. It has been my passion to serve as your principal. Go with God, and remember, hashtag, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of 2023.
Does my head look any bigger? Because my head does swell. When he come, yes, man. All of that, wow, well said, Mr. Principal. Well said, Papa Eagle. Wonderful. Put your hands together once more for Principal Report, who did it with such passion and style. And I realize that the time is going. And so our graduates are going to be doing their song, the first of two. And so we're going to be hearing from our graduates at this moment.
With the strength of 1,000 men, climbing to my feet again. Dry the tears from your eyes, and everything will be alright. You know the rainbow's just inside. Dust your wings off as you rise. If your heart feels overwhelmed, just know you're never by yourself. Put your hand in mine, hold your head up high, and together we'll rise. Rise and lift your head up to the sky, and find yourself asking why. Never see them eye to eye with the hardships of life. But faith is where my heart is. Let energy replace my doubts. Will let my trial get the best of me. I'm marching forward to my destiny. You can let it pass you, just take on the grass. Now's the time to take a chance. With the strength of 1,000 men, climbing to my feet again. Dry the tears from your eyes, and everything will be alright. You know the rainbow's just inside. Dust your wings off as you rise. If your heart feels overwhelmed, just know you're never by yourself. Put your hand in mine, hold your head up high, and together we'll rise. Together we can do anything. We can make it through anything. Together we can do anything. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident.
Let's put it up for our graduates. Together we will rise, and I am unstoppable, as the theme of our graduation tells you. At this moment, Gabrielle Mora, our deputy head girl, is coming to do the introduction of our guest speaker. And the next voice you'll hear after Gabrielle is Mrs. Malika Sinclair Bailey, who is our guest speaker.
With all protocol observed, a pleasant good evening to everyone. My name is Gabrielle Mora, and I am thankful for the opportunity to introduce our guest speaker for this special occasion. This afternoon, we have in our presence an effervescent and amicable graduate of Shortwood Teachers College with a diploma in teacher education, a degree in guidance and counseling, a master's degree in educational administration, and is presently a PhD student at Northern Caribbean University. After teaching English language for over 21 years, she served as principal of Rosemount Primary and Infant School in St. Catherine. Her tenure there began on May 1st, 2019, and under her leadership, the school has seen marked improvement in less than 3 years. She is convinced that the strength of each member makes a team win. She is the recipient of many awards for her excellent service to the advancement of education, including Carlon Teacher of the Year and various awards for community involvement. Described as a modern-day Dorcas, she is a welfare enthusiast who is very dedicated to the community advancement and is a strong believer in the professional development and one's involvement in the performing arts. She is also an inducted member of the North St. Catherine Optimist Club and a member of the Linstead Community Development Committee. In keeping with her professional career, she is quite articulate and enjoys teaching English language. Her dream is to become the next Minister of Education. She has engaged in, been trained as, and certified in many areas, including but not limited to Research Supervisor at the Caribbean Maritime Institute, Practicum Supervisor at the Monique Teachers College, R.A. Shirley Institute for Excellence in Teacher Education and Leadership, guest speaker on creating and sustaining safe schools in Jamaica at Churches Teachers College. She holds certificates in speech writing and public speaking from the University of the West Indies, human service provider, gender-based violence sensitization from the Bureau of Gender Affairs, and customer service supervisor from Heart Trust. Amidst her numerous achievements, she is also a multiple gold medal recipient at the JCDC Music Festival, restorative justice facilitator with the Ministry of Justice, supervisor for the unattached youth program at Heart Trust, master trainer in health and family life education with the Ministry of Education, editor of educational resources, titles to be published at Kingston Bookshop. As an active member of Palmetto Gardens SDA Church, where she serves in various positions, she enjoys singing and is a proud mother of 3 wonderful children, Lamarck, age 25, Michaelia, age 16, and Malik, age 14. Her guiding principle is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And one of her favorite quotes, don't find fault, find remedy, by Henry Ford. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our guest speaker, Mrs. Malika Sinclair Bailey.
Put your hands together for her one more time. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. The Board of Governors of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School, headed by Bishop Frank Otto, our esteemed principal. You have a principal that I emulate. Put your hands together for sir. Yes, put your hands together for sir. When I moved into the area as a principal of Rosemount, he did not, there was no segregation between the preparatory school and the public school. I asked him questions, and he was willing to share how to improve the status and the lives of other children. Put your hands together for them. They are truly Christians. And his team, other members of staff, organizers of this function, I say thank you for the invitation. I won't keep you long. I won't keep you long. We are celebrating under the theme today, ladies and gentlemen. What is the theme? I can't hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to me too. What is the theme? Boys and girls, what is the theme? Do you believe that you are unstoppable? Yes. Why do you believe so? One of you, ready? Why do you believe you're unstoppable? She says, because she is. Put your hands together for her. Sometimes we overcomplicate things, and she's saying she is unstoppable because she is. And I love that. I'll take that mantra. Keep it simple, keep it real. Ladies and gentlemen, easy was never the promise. Easy was never the promise. Victory was. I love that quotation. Let me repeat. Easy was never the promise. Victory was. I start with an excerpt from an article I read recently. It spoke about, ladies and gentlemen, a group of professionals who were at a professional development seminar. Those of us who are teachers and other workers, we understand what it means to be at these seminars. And ladies and gentlemen, there was a particular gentleman by the name of Mason who was conspicuous among the most intelligent educators in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone thought he was brilliant. Whenever this man stood to speak, he was brilliant. They kept saying among themselves, his ideas were mind-shattering. Ladies and gentlemen, they looked and listened to this gentleman with awe as he spoke. People looked at him with delight, and they said among themselves, this man is a brainiac. He always knew the right questions to ask and the right problem to solve. Ladies and gentlemen, the author said, when our 300 hours of learning together over the course of the period, everyone was simply awed by this gentleman. And one day when the session was about to close, and I want this to sink in, one day when the session, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, was about to close, Mr. Mason stood and he gave a testimony of his journey. And this is what he said. He said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your compliments. Thanks for your kind words. But I have a learning disability that I'm living with. Ladies and gentlemen, he stood. He said, I have a learning disability that I'm living with. The audience grew still. There were audible gasps. Their biases were crushed. Someone who led us with such astute and unparalleled intelligence has a learning disability. We're talking about being unstoppable, ladies and gentlemen. The author says, some of us who had not considered that people with learning disabilities could shine. If you ever had a struggle on your educational journey, ladies and gentlemen, and you have made it, put your hands together for success. Put your hands together. They can blow other people's minds, the author says, but there is still a challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us today seek to break down barriers of labeling and support every student in realizing, you hear what I say? Every student in realizing their greatness and cause them to soar beyond their expectations so that they can become unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, if you believe PEP is easy, over 14 subjects, those who would have sat it for the entire period, especially the COVID babies, you better stand and give them a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, stand and give them a round of applause. There is no question. Have a seat. Thank you. I'm presently doing a doctorate. I have a little son who left Rosemount and was placed at Arden. He's at Dintle. It's cheaper for me. Ladies and gentlemen, one day he said to me, Mommy, I'm not asking you to do one more maths for me because everyone you helped me with, I fail. You understand me? And I'm doing a doctorate. I could not spin my head around some of the mathematical concepts. Boys and girls, we are proud of you. Put your hands together for yourselves. So I want to say to us this afternoon, another person of note is a gentleman, boys and girls. Probably you would have read the paperback. Dr. Benjamin Carson. At grade 5, he was at the bottom of the class. At grade what? 5. They called him dummy. His mother, though limited in education, however, she decided that she will have him read 2 library books per week, watch less television, and structure their playtime. They had to walk miles to go to the library. Parents, let it sink in this afternoon that you are in charge of your children if you want them to be unstoppable. I am in a public school, and there are many students who are in charge of their parents. I can't understand it. In my over almost 50 years old, I cannot understand it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want your children to be unstoppable, you have to take the reign as the parents in the home. We better fix it. Fix it. Schedule the tablet use. And there are many things, and that is why I love, I've built a relationship with Mr. Solomon and his team, and there are other schools too that I learned from. Fix it. I gave a testimony at the COVID when I just got the job at Rosemount. I didn't have more than one device in the house at the time. Ladies and gentlemen, we can take charge. And I went to Dintil and I told them that as a new principal, I have to use my device at this time, and my children can only share it sometimes until we could get another. And you know what I did, ladies and gentlemen? I went to Dintil and I asked for all their rental books. Are you with me? And I said to Makaylee and Malik, you're going to read the books, listen, follow what teacher said, write down the topics and read. And both of them at the end of the year made the honor roll. Put your hands together. Boys and girls, I'm saying this to say to you, use whatever you have to become unstoppable. Are you with me? So if you don't get the tablet, you're going to sit and mope about it, take the book and read. We had to read. Okay, boys and girls? When I was at Teachers College, 2 computers alone. You're lucky you have tablet. I did afraid of the laptop when I get it. I give away. I'm afraid. Are you with me, boys and girls? And now you have it at your fingertips. I agree. You must be doing well. You can be unstoppable. I won't keep a lamb, but I have to tell you what's on my heart. Come on. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, today we pledge as parents, as a school, as a community, that we will remove our biases. We will support every child in every way that we can to soar beyond their expectations and become unstoppable. Parents and teachers, repeat after me. We will. I can't hear you, parents. We will support our children in reaching their truest potential as they seek to become unstoppable. Graduates, put your hands together for your parents. If it were not for them, come on. So boys and girls, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. And as I speak to the boys and girls, I speak to every adult in this room. There will be obstacles. There will be doubters. There will be mistakes. But with hard work, there are no limits. And everywhere I go, boys and girls, listen to teacher now. I love to give my story, you see. Our story should motivate you. Boys and girls, when I was in high school just like you see? You listen to teacher? Boys and girls, one day I stood at the home ec center and I overheard a teacher. Because you have good teachers and bad teachers, but we have more good teachers. You understand me? And I overheard a teacher saying, boys and girls, boy, the only thing Malika can do is English and sing. And they were saying, they're sure me I go fail the maths. Which I didn't fail because I didn't sit it. I wasn't recommended. I did so poorly. Are you with me? I didn't fail the CXC maths. I just didn't do it. All right, boys and girls? And boys and girls, I felt sad, because I was the head girl of the school. And, you want to leave. I left with 8 CXCs without maths. But I did accounts. I tried. You understand me, boys and girls? And the teachers were there. Malika, you know what I did, boys and girls? I said to myself, if it's English language I can do, I'm going to do it well. Give me a high five. You're not proud of me. If it's English language I'm going to do, boys and girls, I'm going to do it well. I'm going to do it what? So at age 17, I went to Shortwood Teachers College, and I majored in what? English, double English. Not even one, double English, Yes, and literature. Thank you so very much. You're a scholar. So I did English and literature. And boys and girls, every day, every year. What did I say? Every year, I sang at JCDC Festival and got a medal. Put your hands together for me. You're proud? Put your hands together for me. Boys and girls, look at teacher. This year as a principal, I won the trophy for St. Catherine in JCDC. Put your hands together. You hear what I said? And I got 2 golds and went to the national festival for my school. Boys and girls, I'm saying to you, you can do it. Are you with me? Say after me, boys and girls, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Ladies and gentlemen, as I come down, each of us has a fire in our hearts for something. It's our goal in life to find it and to keep it. To what? Boys and girls, they showed me overweight. From I got high school, I couldn't run, but I sang. Are you with me? And when I was 17, guess what? I sang with George Gordon, Jesus I long for, and him win the festival and him pay me first year school fee at college. Put your hands to, and you get all of it. You heard what that's about? You better use your gifts and talents that God has given you. You don't have to be the sharpest one in the pot. Don't follow them. Many of the persons who are top are the persons like myself who would have gotten proficient on the pep. and are moving up. Are you together, boys and girls? The persons who oftentimes who we look at with the seed, oh, we have to roll out with money when they come with the job at the house. You understand me? I tell you. And boys and girls, you can do it. You can do it. So here are a few tips. 1, be resilient if you want to be unstoppable. Be what? Resilient if you want to be unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, resilience, simply put, is mental toughness. Is what? Boy, if you listen, you're fat in your head, biggie, you can't. What happened to it? If you listen to everybody talk, ladies and gentlemen, mental toughness. Resilience is the ability to cope when things go wrong. Resilience can be described, boys and girls, as bouncing back after difficult times, dealing with challenges, and still holding your head up, giving things a go or trying your best after you have failed, being strong on the inside, being able to cope with what life throws at you. Boys and girls, point 2, do not lose motivation. Whenever you feel demotivated, let me tell you, tell your parents that you're feeling down and they will encourage you. Okay, boys and girls? Tell their church members when you go to church on a Sabbath or a Sunday that you are feeling down and someone will be there to encourage you. Sometimes, even as adults, you are so demotivated, it's a ripple effect on your children. They come to school and they tell us everything. They tell us, sir, teachers, you know, they tell us the things. You are demotivated. So parents, have you lost motivation? You have to get it back so the children can become unstoppable. Reignite your motivation today. A loss of motivation holds us back more than anything. So if you can master that, you and I will be at an advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, especially those in the preparatory school, I'm in a government context, a little different. If your child was placed at Dintil Technical with a 97% average, just like a child at Rosemount this year who was placed at Dintil Technical with a 90-odd%. Don't tell the child that he should have gone to Campion College. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to save your children, encourage your children. Tell them what is the reality of PEP and how PEP is now structured since 2016 with the new curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, many of us, if we were doing PEP, no, we couldn't have done it. I mean, I ask you, I tell you, I'm not asking you. I'm in the system, and that is why I want to be the next Minister of Education, because you cannot have the experience. Are you with me? So I'm saying to you, encourage the boys and girls. Tell them they can bloom where they are planted. Tell them, ladies and gentlemen, that they are born to be great. They are created for excellence. One more point I want to make. I have 2 more points. One, the next. Do not self-sabotage. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, do not self-sabotage. Remember that your hope is in God. Let the church say amen. Amen. Teach your children to pray. Boys and girls, pray. Boys and girls, pray. With Christ, you can do it. So, the truth is, many adults, we sabotage ourselves so much. We tell ourselves that we are no good, and it's a ripple effect on our children. Some of us with children who are brilliant like these, you and your children cannot communicate because their level of reasoning is not there. And so sometimes they come across as bashful, is a fact. And you say, oh, we are going, so you better try to sharpen up your skill. And have that level of discourse with them because they're natural. They're naturally brilliant. What are you going to do? They will embarrass you, I can tell you. But these children, with God in the vessel, they'll be humble. Put your hands together. That's the difference. With Christ in their hearts, they'll be humble. They'll embarrass you. Because my little son will say, Mommy, you don't know that? You have to get to it, you know. So ladies and gentlemen, love yourselves, boys and girls. Remember you are worthy. If you want to really soar and be unstoppable, you have to eliminate negative self-talk. I am not good enough. Reverse it and say, I am good enough. Are you with me, boys and girls? I'll never be able to do that. Say, I will try to do that. I am not smart. Ha. Ladies and gentlemen, Psalm 31, verses 24, a section thereof says, love the Lord, all you faithful followers of his. The Lord protects, and listen to this, boys and girls. We are encouraged in this verse to be strong and confident. To be what? Strong and confident, all who wait upon the Lord. Learn to affirm yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Learn to affirm yourselves. So I want to reinforce to you in conclusion that raising the bar of excellence starts with getting off the ground and doing whatever it takes to achieve what God has called you to do. Some days may be harder than others, and adults, we know about it. Some days our mettle is tested and we feel like quitting, but we forge ahead. And you have to help your children to inculcate within themselves the tenacity and the grit so that they can be unstoppable. As soon as we try to take a step forward, rising in excellence, doubt instantly shows its face. Doubt says to us, you can't do it. Doubt laughs at our intentions, ladies and gentlemen. When I stood in a forum and said I wanted to be the next Minister of Education, a principal messaged me and said, why would you say that? I said, why not? Are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? Scorns our effort. Doubt trips our progress and devalues our worth. So we feel like quitting. Remember, many things can hinder excellence from characterizing our lives, disrupting our growth, or we will seek to limit ourselves. God wants the best for our destiny. It takes perseverance and tenacity to ceaselessly dig from within you, boys and girls, the strength to continue. Tenacity, I remind you, simply means not easily pulled apart. It is the glue, the stick-to-it ability, either to do something. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so I therefore encourage you to stay on the winning team if you want to be unstoppable. Move with the winning crowd if you want to be what? Unstoppable. Persistence, I say, pushes against opposition. Tenacity holds to what is valuable. Ladies and gentlemen, the questions we need to ponder. Do we have far-reaching goals? Are we aiming for excellence so that our children can emulate us? Don't expect a quick fix. We must work hard. Say after me, boys and girls, I must. I can't hear you. I must. Work hard. Prep students can talk in a patois? You can't, you know? Say after me. Me, I gonna make it. Say that. Watch me now. Say it like, say it with attitude. Ready now. You're gonna say, me, I gonna make it. Say that. I love them. Put your hands together. They live in the Eagles dream. All right, so the heights by great men, come on everybody, reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they while their companions slept were toiling upwards through the night. So unlimited possibility and opportunity for excellence awaits all of us. Thankfully, We all have what it takes to be tenacious. We all have what it takes to be unstoppable. Let us resolve this afternoon that we will be unstoppable because we can do everything through Christ who gives us strength. I'll leave this little song with you, boys and girls, as I go. Don't lose your way with each passing day. You've come so far. Don't throw it away. Live believing. Dreams are for weaving. Wonders are waiting to start. Live your story, faith, hope, and glory. Hold to that truth in your heart. If we hold on together, I know our dreams will never die. Dreams see us through to forever, where clouds roll by. For you and I, if you know it, sing. Souls in the wind must learn how to bend. You better seek out a star. Hold on to the end. Sing valley, mountain. There is a fountain. Washes our tears all away. Words are swaying. Someone is praying. Please let us come home to stay. Sing if we together. I know our dreams. I know our dreams will never die. Dreams see us through to forever. As high as souls can fly, the clouds roll by. For you and I.
If we hold on together, our dreams will never die. And this song brought back memories. It was my graduation song when I was graduating from St. Jago. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Put your hands together once more for our guest speaker, who has passed on words of wisdom. My principal and I, we had a good laugh when Miss was asking the children to repeat the patois. Because we tell them at school, anytime we hear them talking the patois, we ask, which school you go? Backabush Primary. And so they never want to be told today that they attend Backabush Primary. So that was why they found it so difficult to speak the patois, our native language in that sense. All right? So at this moment, our valedictorian, Omari Murphy, put your hands together for Omari Murphy as he comes to do his valedictorian speech. And you will realize that he's decked out a bit different from the others. His sash says valedictorian. Put your hands together once more for Omari Murphy.
Chairman, Mr. Frank Otto. Principal, Mr. Mikhail Solomon. Vice Principal, Mrs. Aichel Clark Lee. Guest speaker, Mrs. Malaika Sinclair Bailey. Teachers, auxiliary staff, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen, children and my fellow graduates, a pleasant good afternoon to you all. It is an honor to give the valedictorian speech on the behalf of my graduates. The journey at the Lorna Otto Preparatory School has now come to an end. And even though we have finished, we must elevate to higher heights. The past is now behind us, and we must look forward as we enter high school. When we first attended the Lorna Otto Preparatory School in Rose Hall, we had to quickly adjust to bigger classrooms, stricter teachers, and more children. Our schoolwork was overwhelming for most of us, but with our amazing, educated, and experienced teachers, we persevered. We started out with grade 2 with Mrs. Stevenson. Her years of experiences in the classroom made every effort that we were equipped and ready for grade 3. As we climbed into grade 3, our teacher was Mrs. Graham. While in Mrs. Graham's class, we took every opportunity offered to us to extend our vocabulary and stay focused. In the last term of grade 3, our new principal, Mr. Solomon, came at this school. He taught us many things, like the characteristics of an eagle and most of all, God. We were taught by Mrs. Barley in grade 4. Although Mrs. Barley is no longer with us at this school, she will never be forgotten. We were subjected to different teachers in grade 5, and Mrs. Johnson helped us with our first external examinations. These were the grade 5 PEP performance task exams. One of our major highlights of grade 5 was when we entered the TVJ Junior School Challenge Quiz. We worked assiduously and were given an opportunity of a lifetime to represent our school in such an awesome way. The training was vigorous. However, like true eagles, we endured and soared. We were then on our frightful journey into grade 6. We were faced with challenging exercises. We had our first camp in December for 5 days. We did this in preparations for our examinations. We beat the books while having fun. Although we wanted to stay a bit longer, somebody once taught me, all good things have to come to an end. I remember when we gave trouble, Mrs. Lee would say, if I ever clobber your child. And Mr. Solomon would say, if I lay my holy hands on you. He once told a joke that if you behave, you will go to prom and have a ball. If not, you will go home and bawl. Either way, there will still be some bawling. These memories will always be with us. As I stand here today, I stand feeling very proud of our accomplishments. We are truly eagles, and indeed excellence is our hallmark. We are tenacious. We are unstoppable. We are like cars without brakes. Continue to be victorious as we have conquered PEP. Continue to have the power to focus like eagles as you soar to new heights. We are high flyers, and we will continue to fly high wherever we go. We will run, we will climb, we will soar. We are undefeated. From the bottom to the top, we are sparking wildfires. We will never quit and never stop. Remember, we are unstoppable. And as you leave here today, take the school's declaration with you. Take with you a sense of purpose, a sense of possibility. You have the power to change the world. Use your talents and skills to make a positive impact on the world. Fly high, graduates of class 2023. Remember, we are unstoppable.
Well done, my son. Well done, well done. We are indeed, I'm putting myself in it now. We are indeed unstoppable. Unstoppable we are. We'll continue to soar to new heights. And at this time, the well-awaited activity for the graduation is about to take place. And no other person will be getting this done than our noble principal, Mr. Mikhail Solomon. He'll be coming to do the presentation of certificates and prizes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have been awaiting this time. Back in the days when I was just starting to do chess and I did not do well in my first tournament, someone laughed at me and said, "You did not go home with any shiny stuff." And I never forgot that comment. Now when you get to my home, you'll see a lot of shiny stuff because I determined to work hard. So boys and girls, if you did not get a lot of shiny stuff today, ensure that you continue to work hard and your labor will not be in vain. All right, I'm going to be inviting Mr. Music Man, you're going to give us some music at this time. So listen to me, graduates. I'll be giving you some simple instruction, right? So teachers, could you come to the podium and table? You'll just be handing them a bag. You'll not be giving them the one with their name on it. Just take out the certificate out of the bag, right? Any randomly. And at the end, they will find the person who that certificate belongs, all right? So let me get one, please. Thank you. All right. Now, each of our graduates will be getting a certificate, and it has their class inside of it and their picture at the top. Give them a big round of applause, all right? And so, when you get your package, you'll be opening it, and you'll find whose certificate you got, and then you're going to hand it to them. You're going to give them a high five and a big hug, all right? So just give them one of these randomly, and then Mr. Chairman will present it to them, all right? Mr. Chairman, could you go down, please, right in the middle here, and we will be bringing them up. Now, Mr. Technician, as I call the name of the students, you will also show their pictures. So I'll be calling the graduates at this time who will be coming to receive their school leaving certificate. All right, just take out the certificate out of it and give Mr. Chairman the bag. Right. All right, Mr. Cameraman, right in the middle here. We'll be calling the names in alphabetical. We'll be calling students in alphabetical order with the boys first. I'm going to invite all our boys to stand. All the boys, could you stand? All right? When you hear your name, you will come down and collect. Yes, you'll take the picture with the certificate, Mr. Chairman. That's right. Giving the certificate and leaving, they give them the bag. All right, let's go. We have first coming up Mr. Davion Barker. Give him a big round of applause. A silent little man. You rarely hear Davion talking. Very polite, well-mannered little boy. Give him a big round of applause at this time. All right, Davion, walk that way, collect your bag, and come up. Right? Come up with the bag. Now this young man, oh God. I love this little boy. But I tell you, this young man, a Johnny Dixon, a Johnny made me so proud. I tell you, when a Johnny came in, one of our biggest troublemakers, but the boy destroyed the PEP exam, getting him first choice. He said, Jacob, give a big round of applause. It reminds me of myself. A lot of trouble, but him doing work. Give a big round of applause. All right. collect the bag of Johnny. Collect the bag and come up. So boys and girls, listen. You're eagles. You need to follow instructions. You'll walk this way, collect your certificate, then collect the bag and come back and sit. Right? Do not look on the certs until I tell you to. You can sit, Davion. We have next collecting his certificate, Mr. Matsman Fabiano Hyatt at this time. Give a big round of applause. Right. Anyone don't follow my instruction, I'll give you 10 push-ups. You have to learn to listen. Walk around and then come right up. Walk around and come around. Thank you. We have Mr. Shy Guy, but an excellent footballer, Mr. Samuel Lee at this time. Give a big round of applause. Thank you. We have next our head boy. No, this boy, see, this boy think he can talk his way out of anything in life, you know. When he wants something, Mr. Solomon, can I have your moment that I can entertain you with a conversation? Can I get a ball that we can go on the back and play some football? I said, go to your class, boy. Mr. Kajim Luke, give a big round of applause. Our head boy at this time. Wonderful. We have next, of course, the big man himself, our valedictorian, Omori Murphy. Oh, that's not Omori, that's Joshua. Oh, I left out Joshua. Pause. Go back a second, please. That's why they're following it. Sorry, Mr. Technician. I missed one. The big prayer warrior, mighty God. Joshua, if you hear this boy pray, you think he's a pastor. Give a big round of applause. Joshua Mosley at this time. And of course, again, Omori Murphy, our valedictorian. Omori has been maintaining excellent average from first one. He has been on a scholarship from grade 1 to grade 6. Give a big round of applause. We have our deputy head boy, Manasseh Vausten. Thank you. Tell her, this young man, always neat. I tell you, I have to go pray for him, you know. Sweet boy, Trayvon West. Give a big round of applause. Trayvon, I tell you, I have so much fun memories. All right, mommy coming to fix him up. That's right. And our last boy standing, but last but definitely not least, Sondre Williams. Give a big round of applause. Sondre is a big goalkeeper, but Sondre is in the goal, him serious. Yes, like him fighting with the ball. No ball can pass him. Give a big round of applause. I think he's going to do well at football. Could we have our ladies stand at this time? Yes. The lady with the ability, we call her Tisania Abel. Give her a big round of applause. The student I'm going to call, that's a sweet little girl. They call her Michael at school because she's always dancing to Michael Jackson. Arvilia Day. Excellent artist, doing well at the poster competition. You want to give us a move, Mr. Mac? All right, if I tell her to give me a move, she give me a move right now, and I tell you. All right, we have this young lady from I met her, right? Always seeing her reading. Something that I found very impressive about her. A sweet little girl, Kainika Lee Facey. Thank you. We have next, she came to us in grade 6, but it's like she has been here with us forever. Wonderful little girl. Senior prefect, Lorna Foster. I mixed up again. All right, don't worry. Go to the next line, mister. Yes, that's Ronnie. Thank you. Ronnie Foster. Thank you. And next, a little girl, shy in nature, very good chess player, Zara Francis. Thank you, Zara. She came to us in grade 5. Very quiet, very unassuming. Michaela Gale. Give a big round of applause for Michaela. All right, Mr. Chris, Michaela's picture. All right, that's Michaela. All right. Chelsea Graham. Very sweet little girl. Very polite little girl who we love dearly. Chelsea Graham. Put your hands together for Chelsea Graham at this time. Thank you. I now call to the stage a little girl with a beautiful spirit, Fantasia Hunter. The young lady that I call her, she looks like she loves a catwalk. The ones who will give you a pose till thy kingdom come. Tassia Lazarus. Come on, Tassia, show them the catwalk. When you go down here, show them the catwalk. Give Tassia a big round of applause. Very sweet little girl, a sweet little smile. Very strong athlete, very determined young lady. Avery Maxwell. Oh, don't worry, they're seeing their pictures for the first time. So they're just as excited about seeing it. She came to us in grade 5 as well. A young lady who also thinks she can talk her way out of anything. Gabrielle Mora. And next in line, we have the songbird who loves to sing, who loves to draw. Welcome, Tashoni Sinclair. Tashoni always want to show me a dance move or sing a song for me. Tell you. All right, thank you. Next in line, we have our head girl, Alea Snape. It was fun watching these children campaign for their student elections. We had real elections. We dip your finger in ink and everything. Real polling, yes, I tell you. And they campaigned, and she won her head girl position. And last but not least, no. My good little friend, we have a lot of rumbles, but at the end of the day, she knows I love her. Kyra J. Wilson, our last female candidate. When I talk to her, she won't get away. She says, sir! So Kyra J., if I lay my holy hands on you, tell you. Give our graduates a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, graduates, I'm going to ask you now to pull your shirt and see whose picture you got. Open it up, see whose picture is in the center. and find that person and give them a high five and give them their package. Quickly, let's go. Find that person, give them a high five and say, we'll miss you. Give them their package. Yes, yes. Oh, very good. Give them a hug and high five. Make sure you have your package. Now you can see your own picture. Very good, very good, very good. All right, have your seats in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Johnny. Thank you. Put your hands together for them one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Every year listen up. Sit down. Every year we give them a lot of souvenirs in their package. But I always pause to tell the graduates that the most important souvenir that we give them every single year is a Bible. Every single year, every child gets a brand new Bible. Because, boys and girls, if you follow what is written in this book, you will definitely be unstoppable. If you study it, hey, everyone here, stop reading your Bible. Thank you. I know you're excited, but now I'm talking to you. If you follow what is written in this book, you will definitely be unstoppable. Read it night and day. Joshua said, this book will never depart out of my mouth and my heart. I encourage you in Jesus' name. Put your hands together for them one more time. All right. We have just a few more awards and then we are out of here. Now we have some special awards, and so you're going to come and collect these awards real quick. All right, teachers, we'll be giving some medals of honors to some students who did well in being helpful, behavior, improved attendance, and sportsmanship. We call these the medals of honor, right? It says winner, and we are going to award in these. I'm going to ask Ms. Patricia Green to come and award these medals of honor to these students who did well in these behavioral categories. Thank you. Most helpful, Chelsea Graham, Michaela Gale, and Toshoni Sinclair. Put on your bags and come in that order. Best behavior, Michaela Gale, Davion Barker, Ronia Foster, Zara Francis, Fabiano Hyatt. Give them a big round of applause. It's not that the others did not behave, but the teachers chose who she thought were always on their top of their behavior. All right? Most improved, Joshua Mosley, Orvilia Day, Davion Barker, Tassia Lazarus, Tisania Abel. Give them a big round of applause. Again, I'm sure many of our students have good attendance, but this is a record that I have. Best attendance, Kainika Lee Facey, Alia Snape, and Trayvon West. Guys, step back a little, please. All of you step back. Step back a little, please. Thank you so much. Medals of honor for these categories. We have what we call the Sportsmanship Award. Students who excel at sports. Sondre Williams, Avery Maxwell, Tassia Lazarus, Kyra J. Wilson. For academic excellence. All Or let me wait until these students. Can we have some other teachers come down and just assist us to find these awards for me, please? All right, the next set of awards are trophies for academic excellence. So get the trophies ready for academic excellence. All right, the following students will be getting a trophy for academic excellence. Students who have consistently done well over the last year in academics. We have Omori Murphy, academic excellence. Manasseh Boston, academic excellence. Trayvon West, academic excellence. Kajim Luke. Teachers, could you just help us, please, as you hear their name? And I'm going to be asking Miss Gray to come and award these trophies for me. So look down the line to see who's coming next. Gabrielle Mora, Alia Snape, Ronia Foster, Kinikali Facey, Samuel Lee, and Ajani Dixon. All right, guys, just step back a little, please. Just step back. Right. Our guest speaker, could you come and Ms. Malaika, could you come and give these awards to these students who did well in competitions? As we said, we are not just a school of academics. Students did well. In the essay competition, they'll be getting medals for gold, silver, and bronze. Essay competition. In third place, Kinikali Facey. Second place, Alia Snape. And first place, Manasseh Boston. These are the future journalists, writers of tomorrow. We have a second place for the poster competition, Orvilla Day. Silver medal for second place. You might be wondering where is first and third. They're from different grades. A gold and a bronze medal, again, for spelling bee. Gold and a bronze. In third place, speller, Alia Snape. And our champion speller for 2023, Omori Murphy. All right, this is for chess. Is that trophy? Right, yes. All right, these students came first in their section for chess. In the female category, Kyra J. Wilson, and male, Omori Murphy. Omori, let's collect your award there. All right. Omori, do not go too far. For the Maury, just wait over there. I'm going to call you back a second. Kyra G. The award to our valedictorian, Omori Murphy. Give a big round of applause. Award to the deputy head boy, Manasseh Boston. Deputy head girl, Gabrielle Mora. For head boy, Kajim Luke. For head girl, Alia Snape. All right, this is now time for the most coveted awards. The awards to the top PEP performers in the different subject areas. They don't even know if their name is here. For language arts, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Ask your classmate, is it you? Is it you? All of these records are from the Ministry of Education that has nothing to do with us. The top performer for language arts, PEP 2023, Alia Snape. Top performer in science, Alia Snape. Top performer in social studies, Kainika Lee Facey. Come on, play the music, man. Keep the bumping going. Keep the music going. Kinika Lee Facey, top performer in social studies. Thank you. All right. Now, these next set of awards, these students got us in a little trouble, so we had to make. These last two awards, these students got us in trouble, so we had to make a little quick switcheroo. We ordered the trophies in advance for our top performer. And then we realized that we had a tie. So we now had to grab another trophy to make sure that you get the trophy. So what we're going to be doing, of course, the trophies are here, and if the plate is not on it, don't worry, we're going to get it, because we have to make sure you go home with your trophy, all right? The top performers, they had identical results, and so we could not give one and not give the other. In the ability test, with a 97% average, Ronia and Alia Snape. Give them a big round of applause. For mathematics, we have 2 students again. Don't worry about it. You're definitely going to be getting your trophies, all right? Top performers, again, they had identical scores. For mathematics, Amori Murphy and Alea Snape. No more, forget that trophy. Ronnie should get that big trophy as well. All right, Ronnie, sweetie, you're going to come get your big trophy, all right? We don't give little trophy to top performers, all right? Yeah, she must get that trophy. Ronnie. All right. Now, the biggest award of the evening. Mr. Chairman, you will have to come and present this. This year we chose to give a big award to the top boy and the top girl. The award, Mr. Chairman, was sponsored by Miss Anne-Marie Waller in honor of you and your wife. One of the awards is named the... Come on, put our hands together, put your hands together. One award is called the Frank Anthony Otto Award for the top boy and the Lorna Norris Otto Award for the top girl. Give them a big round of applause. Now let me tell these students right away. The big trophy is for pictures, okay? The replicas are yours. So show them the replica. They are nice replicas, right? So the replicas are yours. The big trophies will remain at school, and every year we'll add the top students on the trophy. So every time you come back, you will see your name on that trophy at the school. So you'll grab the trophy now, but then you will please leave it behind, okay? Thank you very much. The award for the top boy. And of course, we had to look on a lot of things, academics, behavior, and of course, engagement in other activities to find what we consider, if not the, one of the most rounded student. I am pleased to announce that the Frank Anthony Otto Award for the top boy 2023 is Amori Murphy, our valedictorian. Amori from grade 1 has been doing well. He must have several trophies at home, right? And you'll get the replica to go home with. And the top, what do you know about? The student who's entering dental with the highest average, Alia Snape, top girl for 2023, and the most outstanding student at the PEP exams. Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. She did very well. And of course, our head girl. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Time is against us, but we still have a few lot of prizes there. Ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to pay tribute to my staff members. I ensure I gave them a certificate of appreciation. Indeed, they make my work light up. And so I'm going to be asking them to come. Please, Miss Linda, could you hand me those certificates for me, please? As I call your name. Miss Patricia, come again. I can't work out the chairman so much. As I call your name, please come quickly. And then I just have a few special awards and then we're out of here. Patricia McCoy. Certificate of Appreciation for Commitment to Excellence. Donna Coward. Miriam Lindo. Yes. Tracia Coleman. Joan Thompson. Belinda Forbes. Lorraine Williams. O'Keefe Lang. Carmen Flowers, Yolanda Dale, Kamika Burke, entire staff did well. Khalil Henry, Dorothy Douglas, Doreen Carr, Jacqueline Green, Virginia West, Faitlin Beckford, Natalia Martin, and of course, Eichel Clark Lee. Miss Carr, will you come here, please? Thank you. I have also 3 special awards I really want to pay respect to. As I did say, my entire staff did very well, very well. But I want to especially highlight some staff members, some teachers in particular, who, as I always say, went way, way, way beyond the call of duty. As I said, all our teachers did well, but all my other teachers will agree to this. I want to give a special award to the big man, Mr. O'Keefe Lang. Now, Mr. Lang is our cook, chef, bottle washer, he's our plumber, he's our decorator, he's our chef. I want you to put your hands together for this man, very hardworking teacher. I'm sure you will like what is in that envelope, Mr. Lang, and see me after graduation. I also want to give a special award, one of those baskets, to very hardworking, our teacher's rep, Miss Tracy Coleman, who went behind the call of duty to ensure that the teachers are well taken care of. Our brand new staff room was her initiative, working with our parents. Give them a big round of applause at this time. Yes, very hardworking. Again, all our teachers will agree. And of course, another special award to this lady who ensures that every staff member's birthday is remembered. Everyone. She sells every day to make sure she can fund this initiative. Give a big round of applause to Mrs. Williams, a very hard-working teacher. Don't look at her stylish dressing. You should see her selling every day, raising funds to make sure. Oh, she's apostolic, she tells us, yes. Making sure that every staff member is taken care of. I also want to give a token to our musician and music teacher, Mr. Deshaun Morris. Mr. Solomon, give a big round of applause. Mr. Solomon should know the award. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, I want to give a special award to our chairperson and of course our vice principal, Miss Aichel Clark Lee. That basket over there is for VP Lee, yes, who works well with the grade 6 students. Put your hands together for this lady. When everybody else is home in Christmas, Miss Lee and myself, we sleep on campus for 5 days, working to make sure these students are prepared. Put your hands together for Miss Aichel Clark Lee at this time. And Mr. Chairman, we have one more special award that I really want you to give, Mr. Chairman. I know that you're tired. Mr. Chairman, I want you to give this award. I know you're tired. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an award that we introduced this year because we really had a parent that was very outgoing. When we talk about outgoing, this parent has worked hard. She not only give presents, but she give her presence. At school, working with us, showing up, and she has really helped us at her school. And we want to give a special Eagle Parent Award to Miss Colesha Framethorpe. Put your hands together for her at this time, a very hard-working parent. Come on, you can do better than that. She doesn't like when we talk, but one day we saw she brought a microwave for the teachers, and she don't like when we talk, so I'm going to stop talking. But she really goes far and beyond for our students. Give her a big round of applause, Miss Colesha Framethorpe. Yes. And Miss Framethorpe, come Miss Framethorpe, you're going to present it. Miss Framethorpe also have a special award for the top student, the top boy and the top girl will I'm jealous right now. Will receive brand new smartphones. Amari Murphy and Alia Snape, courtesy of Miss Framethorpe as they go on to high school. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, our top boy and our top girl. Oh God, then I say, oh no. But don't worry, in high school you'll be getting yours. Yes. One of your parents sponsored an award to the top girl and the top boy at our graduation. Yes, no more bangers. You step up in life. All right, thank you. We have some other prizes, but of course, our chairperson have brought a prize given to our guest speaker. We have somebody. Okay, we'll invite our guest speaker to come at this time. Mrs. Linda, could you bring that big basket for me, please? All right. And the envelope. All right, Miss Patricia, you can present it and the envelope.
Well done. Congratulations. Thank you for taking that time out to share with us so much information this afternoon. We are so blessed to have you. Thank you for coming.
Give them a big round of applause. Give them a big round of applause. Before we have our recession, we have a special memory that we want to show you on the screen, and then we will bring our graduation. Graduates, look on the screen. This is a tribute to our graduates as they go. Mr. Technician. All right, while the technician puts the presentation on the screen, after the walk down memory lane, we're going to be inviting our chairperson to give her closing remarks, and then Kinika Lee will do our vote of thanks.
And of course, we couldn't close it without you seeing Mama and Papa Eagle, not true? Wow. And so those are highlights. The last aspect of it were highlights from our prom last night. And you know, Mr. Solomon and I, we had a wonderful laugh over it because one young man, when he saw his date, he was speechless. Totally speechless. Wow. You know, and all of that. All right then. So we are going to have our graduates doing their song. And as they prepare themselves to tell you that the dream is possible, just passing on some bit of information to let you know that in our last exams that were done, Alia came out first, Omari Murphy second, and Gabriel Mora on third. Put your hands together for them. Wow, these children have indeed made us very, very proud. So after the graduates do their song, I do my closing remarks, then Kanika Levy, one of our senior prefects, will be giving the vote of thanks. Stand, guys.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin for the core. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, the past is everything we were. Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take the shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream if possible. 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 If possible. I will chase, I will reach, I will fly until I'm breaking, until I'm breaking. On my cage like a bird in the night. I know I'm changing, I know I'm changing into something big, better than before. And if it takes 1,000 lives, then it's worth fighting for. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take the shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream it possible. Possible. From the bottom to the top, we're sparking wildfires, never quit, never stop. The rest of our lives, from the bottom to the top, we're sparking wildfires, never quit, never stop. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take the shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream it possible. And we'll dream it possible.
So that's the graduates doing their last song here at the Lorna Otto Preparatory School. Dream it possible. It is sad to say goodbye to you all. It pains my heart to know that I'll never ever get to see you gathered like this again. I promise you I won't cry. I told you before I don't look too pretty when I cry. I just want to say goodbye, my children. Go with God. Shine wherever you go. Remember what I have taught you. I know I've taught you very well. Take it with you to the schools that you're going. Continue to soar and continue to shine. There's a light within all of you, and you will shine wherever you go. I love you guys with all my heart. You all have my numbers. Whatever it is, remember, you can call me. Love you, love you, love you. At this time, Kanika Levy, why I keep on saying Levy? Kanika Lee Facey will be coming to do our vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It is with great pleasure and a sense of pride that I stand before you today to deliver this vote of thanks on the behalf of the 2023 graduating class. This is a momentous occasion as we bid farewell to our beloved school and prepare to embark on a new chapter in our academic journey, high school. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our parents and guardians. Your unwavering support, encouragement, and sacrifices have played an instrumental role in our achievements thus far. From the countless school projects you've helped us to complete, to the words of wisdom you imparted, you have been our pillars of strength. Thank you for being there every step of the way. On this joyous occasion of our graduation, I stand before you to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest speaker, Mrs. Malika Bailey Sinclair. Today we have been privileged to hear words of wisdom, inspiration, and encouragement from someone who has achieved remarkable success in their field. The impact of your speech will resonate with us long after the ceremony ends, shaping our paths as we embark on our respective journeys. We are truly grateful for the time and effort you have invested in preparing a thought-provoking address that touched the hearts and minds of everyone present here today. Next, I want to extend our deepest appreciation to our remarkable teachers and school staff. You have been our mentors, guides, and friends, inspiring us to discover our true potential. Your dedication, passion, and commitment to education has left an indelible mark on our lives. You have not only taught us academic subjects, but also instilled us with invaluable life skills such as critical thinking, resilience, and teamwork. Thank you for going above and beyond to ensure that we receive a well-rounded education. To our friends and classmates, thank you for making this journey through prep school an unforgettable one. We've laughed together, studied together, and supported each other through both triumphs and challenges. The memories we have created together will be cherished for a lifetime. As we move on to high school, let us remember to stay united and continue to inspire one another to reach new heights. To the administration and staff members who've worked tirelessly behind the scenes ensuring the smooth functioning of our institution, we express our heartfelt thanks. Your dedication and commitment to providing us with the best possible learning environment has not gone unnoticed. We are truly grateful for the countless hours you have put into making our educational experience truly exceptional. In conclusion, as we bid farewell to our prep school days, let us remember that this is not an end, but rather a new beginning. We are embarking on an exciting adventure, and we are eager to make the most of the opportunities that high school will offer us. As we venture into the next level, let us remember the lessons we have learned, the friendships we have formed, and the challenges we have overcome together. Let us carry the spirit of excellence, curiosity, and lifelong learning with us, knowing that we're ready to tackle whatever lies ahead. Remember, if you hang out with chickens, you're going to cluck. But if you hang out with eagles, you're going to fly. Thank you once again to everyone who has contributed to our success. Your support has been invaluable, and we are truly grateful. We are excited to embrace the future and make the most of the education we received thus far. Congratulations to the Lorna Otto graduating class of 2023. Here's to a bright and promising future. Thank you.
Before I go, I would like to give this to Mr. Frog Otto. Missy, as you're my favorite teacher, passing all the grades coming up, and you help me for my grades to be improved and so on. And I'm giving you this token for all you have done for me.
Hi. So, Miss Lee, even though sometimes I misbehave, you have always straightened me out with that one saying, "Don't make a clever your child." I love it. I'm going to miss hearing it. I've never had a favorite teacher, and it happens that I've met you. It was the most wonderful thing ever, and I love you so much. I'm going to miss you. Miss Lee, you're my favorite teacher in Lorna Otto, and I want to give you this token.
Thank you, my baby.
You are the nicest teacher I have met, and I really love you, and I'm going to miss you.
Miss Lee, thanks be to believe in me. Thank you very so much. Jesus loved me. Jesus will help me. And thank you very much, Miss Lee.
So emotional. Give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you for the final time the graduates, stand of the Lorna Otto Preparatory School. Make them feel welcome at this time. All right, so we'll be having the recession at this time, right? And then after you're done, you're going to come back to the conference room, put down your gowns and get some refreshments to go, all right? Then you can go and take pictures and have a ball, all right? Well, another ball. All right, Mr. Music Man, let us take us out. Congratulations again, boys and girls. You've made us proud. Thank you, parents. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. And I now present to you the graduates as they leave. No. You're marching out. All right, you're going to march out just as how you came. All right. Come on, put your hands together for our graduates as they leave. Please keep the aisle clear as they come down. You just want to... We are a chosen generation with a call up to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. Gabby. We are a chosen generation, with a call for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I am. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful evening. May God go with you. May God bless you. Keep that song going, Mr. Music Man. And may His peace be with you.